Unlock the market's code. We tap into the infinite sequence of pi, revealing hidden price levels in the futures continuum, energy fractals echoing the vortex mathematics that shapes galaxies. This isn't just charting, it's decoding the universe's financial blueprint. Our indicator reads these price vibrations, creating a dynamic roadmap. When combined with our proprietary balance-imbalance oscillator, it delivers startlingly precise models. Trade complex futures not with guesswork, but with the clarity of cosmic design. Master the vortex, master the trade.
Welcome back to level 0 success trading grid again. On the left side, we have 369L0 success 3 a.m. buy points indicator, which is showing this vibration. It has to be on 30 minutes. On the right side, we have 369L0 success 3 a.m. vortex levels. As you can see, they also come with this detected frequencies for the day, and on the bottom we have the balance imbalance oscillator. So these numbers are what are going to give us some level of confidence to see how market is going to react at this based on day's frequency. 422, if you just do the math, is going to be frequency of 4 and 4 and 8. All right, and now if you want to go extended, 8 times 2 is 16, which is 7. All right, so we just at least start there and keep an eye on it. Now you see there are lines coming from starting at this, because this is pinned at 3 a.m. All right, that's why line is starting from there. Yesterday this was pinned at 3 a.m. So just want to have 2 days, 2-3 days on the back, and then you need just 2 days in the front. And how do you do that in Wave 59, the format chart? If you go to this selection, you just select, like if today is here, you just want to select like this. You don't want to select too many things because it will create. So if you just want to go maximum 1 week, and that's it. On 30-minute chart, if you want to go and check how things are behaving, then you can go from this week, check it out, go to next week, check it out, right? This is how you can see how, so you can quickly practice. There's nothing much to do, is fully automated on Wave 59. So why 2 grids? Because we're looking at numbers through the lens of 2 most powerful mathematical formulas, and we're detecting the vibration for the day. Now remember, this year 2025 is 9, so 369 is always going to be there. At least see the visible part, which is 422. All right, so why we need 2 days? As I said, right, sometimes the number flip from yesterday. And there's a concept of closeness to midpoint, but we don't have to worry about it. When we go into larger cycles in module 3, where we predict 100 years, we go back 200 years, predict everything. We predict the future, right? So that is a journey you have to embrace. If you don't understand the fundamentals, you will not get close to what Galois is doing. So that is important. This grid, you don't change it. All right, and look at this morning. Today is 8 mark. This is pinned. It went to yesterday's 8 frequency. Not able to close above this. Rejection, right? So, and look at the oscillator at the bottom. We're saying overbought. So we already have our construction of location through the energy grids. And these grids will never change. That's the beauty of it. We have simplified it to the numbers in such a way, and using the profound mathematics behind the scenes, that these things will never change. And this is the same mathematics we also use for Sunday Open, if you have seen that online, where now volatility has gone up, so we move the Sunday Open to high pivots. It is going to strike those days frequencies. So we have done so many videos. So if you have trusted numbers in your life, this is a good opportunity to deal with this. So 2, 4, 8 energy doubles. So if I'm at 4, doubling and halving is the only option. So 2 and 4 and 8 are connected. So it went down from 8 to 2. Still acting on yesterday's frequency. But we also know the minimal jump we have in the system is 369 is only 3. The baseline number is 3, which is a triangle, which can also be said as the hidden force, right? The apex is hidden force. So what are we doing here? We are looking at the jumps. So now this is again, if we start with 1, there are 9 numbers. Jump plus 3 is 4. Jump plus 3 is 7. So 1, 4, 7 are connected. Second row, because we're going to do 3 by 3 grid. Second starts with 2. Jump of 3 is 5. Jump of 3 is 8. So 2, 5, 8 are connected. Watch this. 2, 5, 8. So on the frequency of 8, 2, 5, 8 is connected, and we have an oscillator telling us to go long. So this is how you trade this. You have a bigger locations and vibrations and frequencies, and market is reacting to those bigger levels. And now remember, you have to be assisted by the oscillator. Because you are not mature enough at level 0, don't have to use any oscillator. It doesn't hurt to use oscillator, because look at the numbers first and then the oscillator. If you start looking at the oscillator, which is okay, you have to be at the price location, and then you have to be at the bias location, which is detected by the balance imbalance oscillator. Market came down and reacted back on certain thing at this point. This level was 4. 4 is working. 4, 8, this 8, 8, 4. So you know on 30-minute chart. So this was no trade. Why? Because we don't have any oscillator on this chart. So what we do? We go to the right side. On the right side, we see this oscillator is a trigger oscillator for us. Market comes down. Now you see this 30-minute bar, this seller bar is there. Now we are entering inside his domain. This whole bar, we chop it into quarters. We are entering his domain. On the left side is a war going on. If you look that way, this is a big buyer. The big, huge buyer. If you're coming down into him, he's going to defend it. If you close, they're not letting you close below this 2 times. If they do, it's going to go down. And then oscillation comes and say this might be the maximum stretch inside retracing this buyer zone. And we have this oscillator. In the next video, we are going to add one more oscillator for level 0. So you can achieve your success with 18 wins out of 22 trading days per month. All right. So on this retrace, now buyer said, I will not let you close it. Seller, this one came who started all this. He's not letting you close above 50. But we are sitting at level 4 as well. So we know if you want to take a short trade, this oscillator is ready to give us that opportunity. So take a short trade. At level 0, you need to understand this. In level 1, we teach a little bit more on this who is in control, much more depth in the algos. There should be good enough evidence for you to understand the numbers. On the right side, it went at the vortex of 8 and came down. And it came down to hidden 9. What is that supposed to mean? Well, look at the number 666. What is this? 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, which is 8 plus 1 is 9. So it went from 8. So 9 numbers, 8 jumps. So 8 is connected to 9. So that's why we say 9 and 8 are connected. So 89 is a very good retracement level. It is also coded in the scriptures that way. Same time, we can also say if 8 is rejected it might go to 9. So this 9 is coming through 6 plus 6 plus 6 as 9. This is the average frequency of that. It is not coming through 9 directly. So you see that 9 is same as hidden 8. So this is hidden 9 actually. All right. So 8 is hidden 9. So this hidden 9, it went from 9 to 9, but it is initiated by 8. This is how the numbers rotate. And this is the flat 9 right here. Market comes down to flat 9, comes down to flat 9, comes down to flat 9. This is 9, hidden different way. So I hope this helps. Now if you look closely on the oscillator, look at the oscillator. What is it saying? So best trade was based on this oscillator at this point. All right. Now there's no other frequency, so you must trade the extreme. So this idea is to catch days high or low, be at that spot, and then you bias your trade. If you start trading whenever you want to wake up and trade without understanding, you will win one day, lose one day. 50 overall, your statistics will be 50-50, if not worse. So you want to be at the extreme levels where the probabilities are successful in our favor, and the probability is only going to be flipping in your favor at the extremes, right? So, and at the natural levels of trading. So this grid is a beautiful grid as well to trade. You can also use Mandela here, right? So all do is have Mandela. So you can have Mandela here as we discussed in the previous video. So you know the bigger levels where they are. And if you look at this chart, 2-day analysis, this guy, who started this initiative move was this guy. So what happened? We have been talking about it. This guy is a controller of this down move. Where are we right now? We came to his bottom, he rejected it. We came to his top. This could be probably 89% retracement. If I do this measurement, this is 89% retracement in this zone at the level. He got rejected. So this side is a buyer. See this big buyer bar, this big buyer, the big buyer, big buyer, these are algos. Buyers retracement, buyers retracement. So they are holding their zones. They're holding their zones. He is holding. He is holding, right? He is holding at 25% retracement. He is also holding at 25% retracement. This guy is holding at almost 89-90% retracement, but he is still in his whole zone. This guy is pushing it down. So now what's going on? There's a war going on right now. One guy is going to win, other is not. So you need to understand this behavior. It went up here, came down. Why? This seller is still active, right? Same guy pushed it down. So this, now if this is 30-minute chart, if I put it on 4 hours, there will be one big bar on 4 hours. And you're retracing that. And you went to the maximum retrace opportunity of 89% from here. Got rejected. So these are the scenarios you need to see, game theory, and see. Now this is where this grid, the numbers, the oscillators are going to help you reach that understanding. So you can understand the market through structures before you go inside the bar. It only makes sense to know where we are before we look inside the bar. Have the buyers come in, have the sellers started the move. Who is trapped? That is part 2 of the equation. Part 1 is we know. We want to look here. You can't look every bar. Every bar is not an important bar. Bars at these levels and how they are reacting to this. And now you look inside the bar and you trade. All right. Thank you very much, my friends. And hopefully this level 0 success grid trading system methodology 3 is taking you to the levels you are seeking. Thank you.